Top 10 game winners in NBA history. One guy won his team an NBA title in the last second of the match, and another was the Picasso of clutch shots. Hit the restroom and grab a can of soda because today we have brought you some of the most prolific game winners in NBA history. These guys were legends, to say the least, and up to 10 we've got a player who might not be very famous, but his playing skills, defense, and scoring are splendid. He was not a superstar like Chef Curry or King James, but his presence on the court was impactful. And yeah, I'm speaking of Andre Iguodala. Honestly speaking, clutch plays and insane game winners were not something that Iguodala was great at, but his one shot got his name written in the history books. Yeah, it was Game 6 of the 2015 NBA Finals. Warriors versus the Cavaliers. King James versus the baby-faced assassin. And all of it came down to one shot. The fate of this historic match was decided by Iguodala's three-pointer. Yeah, man, just one three-pointer. No wonder why he won the Finals MVP award. And with this shot, the Warriors sealed the title. Surprisingly, this wasn't his only buzzer beater. Throughout his iconic career, Iguodala has scored 5 game winners. Yeah, 5 times he's robbed the opposition. But wait for our next guy. Yeah, Kevin Garnett was revered for his versatility as a large power forward on the court. He ran the floor very well and defended, rebounded, and scored among the most elite players in the NBA. Damn, this guy was a gem. He also had some of the best court visions from a big man we have ever seen. He was the 2004 MVP and 2008 Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. He was also spot on, and 5 times he scored the clutch shot. It was worth watching every time. His talent was immense, just like of his career, Gilbert Arenas' clutch shot making was the stuff of legends. During his prime, he was one of the best point guards in the NBA, and it was from 2005 to 2007 that he was nothing less than incredible. He was speedy and streaky, but most important was his one skill. The skills to score three-pointers under high pressure and tension. Damn! While playing for the Wizards, our guy was a real-life wizard. He arrived in Washington in 2004, and his first game winner was a 27-foot shot to knock off the 76ers. Oh, and this was just the inception. He repeated the same drill against the Bulls in the following season, but during the 2007 season was at his very best. He delivered 2 game winners within a span of 12 days as he gave a 51-point performance against the Utah Jazz. Jesus Christ, it was a record at that time. In the same year, he became the first player to score 3 game winners in a single season. But our number 7 is even more insane. If you're a Ja Morant fan, you'll love Vince Carter too. This guy was called Vinsanity, and this name had reasons. Vince was considered one of the greatest dunkers in the NBA. When I say greatest dunker, I mean it. He was one of the better shooting guards with some high scoring performances to match his athleticism. But most important was his ability to steal the matches. I mean, this was cold. But yeah, bro, you're at the NBA. He had the propensity to break opponents' back in crunch time. So in the dying moments of the match, if you wanted the ball in someone's hands, it was none other than our guy Carter. Hell yeah. He is one of 5 players with 5 different game winners, yes. However, he's the only player in the NBA history to hit 5 game-winning three-pointers, 2 more than the next closest players. Most of these points came when his team was trailing by 2 points in the waning seconds of the game. One such moment came in the 2014 playoffs when he helped the Mavericks win. When it's a list of greatness, who can miss Dwayne Wade, our number 6? The man, the myth, the legend, Miami Heat superstar was one of the best shooting guards to ever play the game. It was just his 3rd season when he led the Heat to their first championship victory. Now, that's some real impact. From this moment, there was no stop to Dwayne's masterclass. Wade went on to win a total of 3 NBA championships with the Heat, adding 2 more wins in 2012 and 2013 when he was joined by King James. Wade is goated for a reason. He goes down in history as one of the best two-way players ever. With 885 blocks, oh my gosh, and his clutch plays were divine. They came over a span of 14 seasons. Wade hit all 5 of his game winners on unassisted plays, such as the game-winning layup that was blocked by Jordan Bell and recovered by Wade in 2018, his strip of John Salmons, and one-footed three-pointer against the Bulls in 2009. Wade's clutch ability produced some of the greatest highlights over the past 20 years. But from here, it's going to get a little dramatic, like our number 5. One of the very controversial personalities of basketball is Paul Pierce, aka The Truth. He always adds something outrageous to any conversation that he's a part of and has never shied away from controversial basketball takes. Well, he was no different on the court, creating all sorts of problems for the opposition. Throughout his career, Paul hit 7 game winners. This is a huge number. I mean, this guy was a fighter. He nearly got himself killed when he was stabbed in a nightclub, but instead of resting and getting cozy, he led the 2008 Boston Celtics team from the front. Pierce was not only known for scoring in the crunch time, he also had 5 career assists on game-winning shots, which is an NBA record. This meant he had either assisted on or scored on 12 different game winners in his career. And the fun fact is, all of his game winners were 2-point shots, even though he is number 11 in the highest 3-point scorer list. Damn, man, this guy is so underrated. But our number 4 is the complete opposite. He's a GOAT. I'm not gonna lie, but whatever list it is, you cannot skip King James, because this guy is sheer greatness. He's phenomenal and brilliant. LBJ was born to be on this list. Throughout his outstanding career, LBJ has won 4 NBA championships, 4 MVPs, and 4 Finals MVP awards as well. Holy cow! Oh my gosh! He's already surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the highest point scorer in NBA history. And all this time, King never failed to deliver at times when it mattered the most. It is amazing that James was once labeled as afraid of the big moment because of his willingness to pass the ball in big spots. He has shattered that nonsense with 5 career game winners in the NBA playoffs, which is a record by 2 shots over the likes of Micheal Jordan. Once his career ends, LBJ might as well be the greatest clutch player ever. But our number 3 is nothing less. Joe Johnson is one of the most talented players to take on the court. Although his career was marred by injury and internal disputes, even then, his stats were pretty impressive. Johnson's earned himself the name ISO Joe for defenders' inability to stop him from getting his shot off. And the tally of his game-winning shots speaks for itself. Tied with the Black Mamba and trailing the GOAT, Joe has 8 game winners to his name. Damn! In 3.5 seasons with the Nets, Johnson knocked down 5 game winners in the last second to win these games and earned another All-Star selection in 2014. Out of Johnson's 8 game winners, 7 of them came unassisted, tying him with Micheal Jordan for the all-time. Now, moving up to our top 2. Kobe was one of the biggest stars the NBA had ever seen. This man was built for big moments. Kobe ruled the NBA for 2 decades. He was a global basketball icon inspiring a generation of young basketball fans. He had a different vibe. He was stylish and charismatic. He was art in motion. Bryant was an MVP of the league, a 5-time NBA champion, and a 2-time Finals MVP who showed up on the biggest stages of them all to deliver success and victory to the Lakers. He was their mainstay and hit 7 of his 8 career game winners during the regular season, which ties him with Joe Johnson for the most ever. Of those 8 career game winners, 6 of them came when his team was trailing in the game and needed a shot to go down more than ever. Now, today's number 1 is Micheal Jordan, the greatest player to ever set foot in the NBA arena. The guy was a basketball god. They often say that basketball was made so that Micheal Jordan could play it. Part of Micheal Jordan's GOAT legacy is that whenever he was on the team, the opposition knew they were in trouble. He shined through far more than once on his way to 6 NBA championships and an NBA record 6 Finals MVP awards. My goodness! Time and time again, Jordan sent opponents home packing with his late game shooting ability, especially when it came to the games that meant the most to his team. Hell yeah! Of the players that are on this list, Jordan averaged the most points per game in the games where he ended them with a game winner at 34.4 points per game. He is one of 2 players, Damian Lillard, to end 2 different playoff series with a game-winning shot at the buzzer. Good goodness! All 9 of his game winners happened to be jump shots anywhere from 14 to 26 feet, and they say the man couldn't shoot. Haha! If there is one player whose clutch ability that anybody is looking to model their game after, it is Micheal Jordan's. This is it for today's video. I hope you guys loved it. Don't forget to dunk on that subscribe button, click the like button, and share this video. Also, comment down below what was your favorite game winner. Until next time, take care.